wanted to wake up and sing some.
Hi and welcome to the Rave TV. I'm Allie here with Brendon Urie of Panic at the Disco. Hello there.
How are you?
It's been a while.
It's been a little bit, huh?
Yeah, how are you doing?
I'm good, thanks.
Yeah, it's your 8th show in the building today.
That's so crazy.
Isn't it? And it's
Yeah.
another sold-out ballroom, of course.
It freaked me out last time we talked about it. The fact that it's even come that far
Yeah.
is pretty wild. I'm very excited about it.
Well, and the first time that you played here was in 2005,
Yeah.
which was when A Fever You Can't Sweat Out was released. And
Yeah.
it's been 10 years since that was released.
So insane.
So let's talk about that first of all. Do you remember
Sure.
recording A Fever You Can't Sweat Out?
Of course.
Yeah?
Yeah. It was, we were in College Park, Maryland. I remember first showing up, meeting the producer, Matt Squire, looking at his studio and just being like, all right, this is the most professional thing I've ever seen. Looking back now, being in other studios, it's like, yeah, it was kind of a piece of crap because he didn't really have, that was like his first studio. But we had a blast. Like, we had to, we only had like 5 songs written, so we finished writing in like the first week of pre-pro, and then we only had like 2 weeks to record the album. So, yeah, it was just, everything about it was so fresh. We were so green to everything, and it ended up just being like a really big learning experience.
Did you have a plan B if this didn't work?
I think we all assumed that it wasn't gonna last, so we were all like convincing each other, like, oh yeah, we're just gonna go to college. We'll just like go to school for whatever, I'll go to like a trade school and learn to cut hair. Was my plan. That was my original plan. Yeah.
Okay, let's just jump right into Emperor's New Clothes.
Cool.
I have been looking forward to talking with you about this since the video came out.
Awesome. Yeah.
First of all, I've been dying to know how long did the makeup take?
Oh man. So yeah, it was technically a 3-day shoot, but the first 2 days were with makeup, and so it was 4 hours. So I would have to get there at 7 a.m. or I'd get there at like 6:30, and then we'd start makeup at 7 a.m. and that would go till 11:30, and then we'd just start shooting until 11 p.m.
Well, I love the video.
Thanks.
I
it was a
totally
blast.
creeped out the whole time, but in the good way. Yeah.
Yeah, trying to make a creepy Halloween video.
Yes.
Awesome. Good.
And it's kind of a second part to This Is Gospel. So is it going to be a video series?
Yeah, that was the plan. I talked with director Cloud Campos, who's just phenomenal. The reason why it looks so cool to me is because he's a dancer and a choreographer, so he and his wife both. So when they direct these videos, he's holding the camera, he's actually shooting it himself, and he's like dancing with me while he's doing it, so it looks all cool.
Yeah.
And we talked about, continuation of Emperors into just a couple other ideas. And if it's this album or if it's next album, I definitely want to like continue on with some kind of layout that has a through line.
Yeah. Well, I really like the camera work. That was something that I noticed. I thought that was great.
I know he's phenomenal. He's just so crazy good. Yeah.
And then let's talk about Victorious, which has been getting a lot of attention.
Yeah, awesome.
And the video is awesome.
Thanks.
I think the video looked like a lot of fun to shoot.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
The director, Brendon Urie, is a funny guy. The reason I wanted to work with him because he did a Dylan Francis video for this song called Not Butter. And if you haven't seen that video, I highly recommend it because it's crazy. So I saw that and I was like, yeah, dude, we should do this thing. I just want to like, excuse me, make it like a party. I just want to like, everything I do, either if I lose at some point, I'm just totally, victorious at the end. So he came up with a couple scenarios, and I got to knock out like a, world champion kickboxer. So he was actually really nice. Joe Schilling, shout outs to Joe. Thanks, buddy.
Well, everything looked fun except for getting pelted with dodgeballs, maybe.
What's so funny is they were being so nice about it too, because one of the ADs, he was up there by the camera, and he's like, supposed to throw the dodgeball at my face when I spit water out and stuff. And he's like, I don't want to do it like too close to your face. I'm like, dude, we have to. It's in super slow-mo and it's HD. Like, you have to throw it at my face. So the first time he did it, he just pelted me in the eye. And I was like, all right, well, like, lower, like on my cheeks. So it took a couple of tries, but then finally it worked.
I was going to say, how many takes did you have to get hit in the face?
It was like 8 takes. It wasn't that bad.
That's good. That's good. And Death of a Bachelor is out on January 15th.
That's right, yeah.
So what can the fans expect off of the new record?
This one is, the last 3 albums I kind of took the reins and just wrote most of the stuff anyways, but this one is all me. This is me at my house writing on my piano and then building the tracks by myself at home, finishing them in a studio, but just at my home studio, it's all me. It was me like playing all the instruments. I ran from drums to guitar to backup vocals, and like in the backup vocals I was playing different characters. So, it's like Victorious, there's like in Emperor's New Clothes, there's like backup vocals that sound like a Queen album, and I thought that was the coolest thing. Like, I've always wanted to do that, copy it sonically. And then, like Death of a Bachelor, the title track, I wanted to write a Sinatra song, and it's Sinatra's birthday today.
Yeah, I was going to bring that up, yeah.
I wanted to write, I actually wanted to do a full Sinatra song, like, like big band style, orchestration, horns, like the whole deal. So I wrote the thing on piano, and then I pulled the piano. I just recorded piano and vocal, and then I put that into a track I'd been working on that sounded like a Beyonce Drunken Love kind of 808 song, and I was like, it might be kind of cool. So I just put them together. I was like, that works perfectly. It just kind of worked out, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you so much for joining us before
Thank you.
yet another Eagles Ballroom sellout on Frank Sinatra's
I
birthday.
know,
Kind of
that's-
worked out perfectly.
Yeah, that's the coolest
Your
thing.
8th show here. You'll have to come back for 9 and 10.
Of course. Of course.
Well, thank you so much. It's good to see you again.
It's good to see you. It's a pleasure.
And thank you for watching the Rave TV. Be sure to check out Panic at the Disco's upcoming album, Death of a Bachelor. We'll see you soon on the Rave TV.